We are heading out now. Have to walk back over to the Sunoco and then cross the road. Keep going into the woods. And we crossed going under 81. This road isn't super busy, but people still fly down it. Looks like we're going back into someone's field, maybe? No, this is another decommissioned one. So, back into the national forest. There's a little creek here. It's supposed to get up to 80 or so today. It's gonna be pretty hot. Davis Cemetery is that way. Headwaters, middle fork of the Holston River, near early settlement known as Davis Fancy, 1748, Myth County, Virginia. This is the cemetery. Can barely even read these. Harold Davis and Anne, born in 1808, died 1886. Born 1816, died 1867. No one's broken. This one's tied to a tree. Lizzie, 1859 to 1898. It's a 100-yard side trail. The path is kind of overgrown. Memory of Gordon Burgess, 1921 to 2005. Path trail supervisor and longtime friend of the AT. It's a nice little birdhouse. It's only 9:30 and it's already very warm out. Now we get to climb over this. I think this is actually a little bit off, but we're a quarter of the way there. 548.6 is the halfway point, and this is 0.3, so another 0.3 miles we will have actually gotten a quarter of the way to Maine. But the sign is still here. And on the other side, obviously, is the 3/4 Maine to Georgia. This is the David Path campsite, former home of the Davis Path shelter. There's a privy here, and the stairs. Not sure why they took the shelter down, but it is gone. So I decided to try and get more slack packing in. So I called Bear Garden, and I'm gonna stay there tomorrow, the next couple days maybe. They only do a 26-mile slack pack, and they said that since I haven't done any 20-mile days, they don't advise me to do that. So they gave me Craig's number, because he can do a 17 or a 7-mile slack pack, but it's $50 a day, and he hasn't answered if he accepts only cash, because I don't have that much cash on me, which is another reason why slack packing is annoying. I think these last couple days have been my hardest trail days since like the beginning, because eventually I started to get into a pattern and I was okay, and now I'm like, I'm only a quarter of the way there, and it took me 75 days. It takes me 75 days to get to the next quarter, and the next one, that's 300 days, that's 10 months. I don't still want to be hiking in winter. I'm a little worried that once I get to my house, I'm not going to have the motivation to keep going, because I'm already kind of on the edge. But I'm also really scared of like flipping up to Maine and then coming down, because that's the harder section of the trail. And if I'm struggling now, like, what am I going to do then? I don't know if you can see it up there, but there's I guess a mommy and a baby. They're just standing on the trail. Top of this has been fairly smooth, and then we have a down, and then there's Another mountain we gotta go over. And then probably need to look for a campsite. This is just like being back at the beginning, because I'll like start crying and then I'll sit down, I'll drink some water, I'll eat a snack, I'll be okay. And I'll start walking again and my brain's like, oh, and another thing. And then I start crying again. So that's fun. I've been sitting here for so long and being so quiet that these deer ran up. Scared me. I scared them. And then they ran off. It's been a really long time sitting up there. So it's now 4:15. This is the Crawfish Trail. Don't see any crawfish here. There's a view off in that direction. Nice and sunny and clear. I was hoping this spot would be good for hammocks, but these trees are much too skinny. But if I reach the road in the next 0.7 miles, I'm going to have to go the full 3.3 to Possum Creek because there's pastures after that, which means it's private property, so I can't camp there. I don't know what kind of berry this is or if it's even edible, but they're starting to bloom now. Picked a spot that's just kind of off in the woods. Trail is right down there. It says that I did 9.7 miles, which, considering how many times I had to stop to calm down, I think it's still pretty good. Because I wouldn't have gone past Possum Creek anyway, because I'm going to stay at the Bear Garden hostel. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully this wasn't too bad and also kind of provided an insight into how I'm feeling right now. And I'll see you tomorrow.